What's going on, you guys? This is Dimension Scott back at you once again with a brand new ranking video, and today we are going to be talking about each and every movie from the Godzilla MonsterVerse ranking that started out with Godzilla 2014 from least to the best. Before we get into today's video, if you're brand new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos if you like what you see. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram with the same name as usual, Dimension Scott, where I talk about all things physical media. Okay guys, so I decided with the release of Godzilla X Kong, which I unfortunately never got around to seeing during last year, but recently I got it on Blu-ray, so I went right on and checked it out, and so I wanted to give you a brand new ranking of the MonsterVerse that started with Godzilla 2014. If you remember, I did rank these movies previously when I started here on YouTube in 2021, and time has gone by. We've gotten like a few Godzilla movies, and we got a few Kong movies, and so far we have gotten two crossover movies, and we're supposed to be getting a third movie soon. So without no further ado, shall we begin? Coming in at number 5 is an unpopular opinion of mine, and that is Kong Skull Island. Like, what? There's a lot. I know there's a lot of people who think this is the best movie in the universe. There's a lot of people who think Kong Skull Island is so good and so entertaining and a fun popcorn movie. But as for myself, I don't really like this. I don't like this movie. And I say that because either I'm just not a big Kong guy. I enjoyed Kong in the later movies that I will get into next. To me, I don't like the plot. I don't like any of the characters, with the exception of probably Brie Larson and her connection with King Kong in this movie. So why not bring her back in another movie? So to me, Kong Skull Island, I'll tell you one thing. This movie reminded me of something from the Peter Jackson King Kong film from 2005, with Kong's connection with him and this woman in that movie. And this movie kind of reminded me as well, with Kong and Brie Larson's character reminded me of that as well. Like I was saying, that connection is the only thing that stood out to me. But overall, Kong Skull Island has just been the most meh, unappealing movie in this MonsterVerse, that so many people act like that it is the best movie in this series so far. So, but with me, I was always on the meh, because I'm just not a huge Kong type of guy. Godzilla to me is the far more epic creature in my opinion. Number 4, that is Godzilla 2014. Now, I understand a lot of people at the time were saying that there was not a whole lot of Godzilla. Some even complained that they killed off Bryan Cranston's character too early in the movie, because it was the only one in this movie that really cared about the situation. And everyone said when they killed off Bryan Cranston in this movie, the movie fell apart. The movie was dead. Now with me, I'm a Godzilla big fan, and I think the movie is still solid directed of a movie. And a fun fact is, you have two casts of this movie that played Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in the MCU. One actually went on to play not only Quicksilver, but more recently Kraven the Hunter. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want to accidentally butcher it. But I'm just going to say Godzilla 2014, despite the complaint about not a lot of Godzilla in this movie, it is still a solid enough of a movie by Gareth Edwards. So for me, it is still a pretty good time as a Godzilla fan, and it is really well shot and directed of a movie. Coming in at number 3 is now the brand new Godzilla X Kong New Empire. Now, this is a entertaining installment after the events of Godzilla vs. Kong. This movie more focuses on Kong Most of the some cast, if you remember from its predecessor or even King of the Monsters, did not return for this movie, and that was actually a disappointing for me. While Godzilla is there, he has his fair share amount of screen time, but this is a more focused Kong movie though, and that's probably going to satisfy Kong fans. And I think I enjoyed Kong way more in these movies than what it was in Kong Skull Island. But overall, I think now that I've seen the movie, Kong Godzilla X Kong is still widely enough entertaining. Coming in at number two is Godzilla versus Kong. If you've been subscribed to my channel, you guys remember I did a vlog seeing this movie in the theater during COVID time. Um, it was so much fun to watch these two iconic titans on the big screen fighting all over the cities and the oceans and boats, and um, it does have some fun little humor. Some characters and cast from Godzilla King of the Monsters reprised their roles and unfortunately did not come back for Godzilla X Kong, you know what I mean. For me, this was indeed a really fun time to watch in the theater during the COVID time era, and it was really, really insane. But coming in at number one is, you guys know it already. We have Godzilla King of the Monsters. I saw this in the theater and I was so superly entertaining as a Godzilla fan. This movie was made for the Godzilla fans because there was some criticisms about not enough Godzilla in the 2014 movie, and it was, I could not believe so many online responses gave this movie trash. This is for Godzilla fans. If you call this movie trash, you're not Godzilla fans, I guess. So what did you watch this movie for? If you're not a Godzilla fan, then why did you watch this movie? Because if you're not a Godzilla fan, then you're not going to like this movie. But this movie deserves more appreciation than what people like to hate it for. But I think to this day, Godzilla King of the Monsters still remains as my favorite of the MonsterVerse, focusing on Godzilla with, well, to me, likable human cast and what the situation is with Godzilla on their side. So there we have it, guys. What did you guys think of my new MonsterVerse ranking from Godzilla 2014 up until this point, Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire? And I know I will get a lot of disagreement and hate for placing Kong Skull Island at last place because I am not a huge fan of that movie whatsoever, because I'm not a big Kong guy, and I'm just the plot and the characters do not appeal to me in that movie as a popcorn movie. So that is going to be all. Let me know everything down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys later in my next video. Peace out.